not bad, is it?
It's no, they're a silver fox.
Silver fox. The old boy.
That's right.
Happy birthday, dear Ginny.
Welcome.
Hey, we're back.
And we're back! Through the magic of internet and editing, there was no break for our viewers. For us, there was a bit of a significant break there.
Yeah, I had a nice break, a nice rest. I didn't have to sit beside you and try to be intelligent and
Try to be witty, try to make me look witty.
It's just a challenge.
I know. Well, your goal is to make me look good. I think that's the letters after my name.
Remember my work model was MBLG.
That's right.
Make Bob look good. That was the stats job.
I have
I'm
taken
not going to
that
try
on.
to make you look good.
I passed that on to everybody who ever worked for me that was there. It was MCLG. It was make Chad look good. I thought that was the best advice you ever gave me. So
we're going to watch it go anyway.
Well, we are, as a matter of fact, a bit of one. So I already told you that I was, I don't want to say I'm lying because you just told me that's horrible.
Don't lie.
I know, right? No, I already told you that I was joking when I said that we wouldn't watch any more horror, and we watched Krampus.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you when I was telling you the truth,
right.
When I said that there's a horror movie for every holiday.
Oh, really?
So the holiday we're going to celebrate today is your birthday. We're going to watch a movie called Happy Birthday to Me.
And this is before my birthday. I'm going to have nightmares.
You'll roll into 77 years old with the memory of a birthday movie made specifically for you.
Good news. I hope you guys just send a card.
We're going to watch Happy Birthday to Me. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's a slasher movie from the 80s.
80s, wow.
Yeah, and it's a Canadian movie.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a big thing in the 80s. Actually, you might actually have some perspective on this. Not the movie part necessarily, but certainly the political part. Back in the mid-70s, they created a tax loophole. Essentially, if you created a film and it met the Canadian requirements, which is like a certain production amount that was Canadian, shot in Canada, money going into the Canadian economy,
right.
You could actually write off the entire cost of the movie.
Wow.
Like there was no risk in making a movie.
Oh, wow.
That led to a bunch of Canadian films, like a boom in Canadian. Well, this is the interesting part.
Yeah.
Because this is the political part. It was actually, I'm going to get this wrong, and someone can correct me in comments, please go ahead. But like it came to the floor of Parliament where somebody complained, and eventually it changed within about 10 years. Somebody complained like, our tax dollars are going to make this David Cronenberg movie, this gory, sci-fi horror film, and that's what a lot of them were. There were a lot of whatever was cheap and easy to make at the time.
Right.
So horror films, they were cheap and they sold. Like you put them in theaters, people watched them.
Right.
Sex films, sex comedies, not pornos, but sex comedies like Porky's.
Oh, right.
Was another Canadian film.
And it was, eh?
Yeah, it was actually for years and years and years and years. Porky's was the highest grossing Canadian film of all time.
Wow.
It made the most money, which is funny because when we talk about movies that are like make a lot of money, R-rated films make far less than other films because they have a smaller audience, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something you ever heard about at the time, but there was the tax break money or what. Somebody give me the name. Somebody go on comments and tell me the name. I don't want to Google it, but there was like a name for it, Canadian tax break money, and it went all throughout the 80s, and that's why this film got made in Canada with Canadian money, because you could make a movie with zero risk,
right?
Which
I honestly didn't know that.
Okay,
but I know there was money for CBC, to get productions up and. Canadian content and all that. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's always been like around Canadian television, and now they're trying to figure out how to work this into the internet, which is interesting. But there's always been like rules around what's broadcast in Canada and how much of it's Canadian content.
Right.
And that's why, well, for people who aren't in Canada or don't know the history, I might as well tell you a little bit because it's kind of interesting. Like when I was a kid, they would show the crappiest Canadian shows on like Saturday and Sunday afternoons because they needed to have a certain amount of their time filled with Canadian like content.
Right.
And like the prime time, we were just watching U.S. shows, right? We would get there was a few shows like Due South and things like that that were Canadian, but in general, we were watching Cheers and Family Ties and all the shows that were there were rebroadcast on Canadian networks. So they filled their weekends as much as they could with the Canadian stuff.
Right.
And actually, these movies made it easier for them to fill the Canadian content as well, because they play cheap sex comedies and horror movies at like midnight on the weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it filled that hours and whatever their percentage they required. So yeah, so this is
one of these crappy movies.
It is. You know what? Actually,
I might have to just vote it down now then.
I'm
Maybe we
interested
can go
to
on and
see
have a
what you
beer. It's
think.
almost noon.
This is a whole different thing. It's I'm interested to see what you think. It's one that I think our viewers probably don't know. Well, that's not true. It's one that hasn't gone beyond horror fans of a certain type. Like, not everybody knows about this movie.
Okay, well that's good.
Right?
Yeah,
Same thing.
unfortunately, I won't be able to say that now. I can't say that I don't know this movie.
You'll be one of the ones, but you'll be in the cool crowd. And you know what? I'm okay with doing these obscure ones because we have the next movie we're gonna do. I'm just
This one here or the one after?
The one after this
Yeah.
is one of those movies where people are gonna go, your dad hasn't seen this? Because like they did that for Pulp Fiction, and I feel like Jaws is the one that people should be doing that for. But they're doing that for Pulp Fiction. When the next movie we watch, they're gonna go, what? Your dad hasn't seen that? All right, well let's get into the movie. Let's go. She's from Little House on the Prairie.
Hmm?
I think the lead there, Melissa Sue Anderson, I think she's from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, right, okay.
And then Glenn Ford did a lot of westerns way back.
Yeah, I remember him.
A horror movie, there's always someone in the back seat.
That's around her neck, eh?
Yeah.
Nobody can hear her, of course.
You gotta hit the horn. I don't know what she's doing. She tried.
Yeah,
She got close.
yeah. Got the door.
Oh! Nice. Keep going.
Mm.
Keep going. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Woo.
Let's start the whole thing all over again. Let's get on that.
Greg!
$5 isn't crazy. You're on.
We know where George is going now, yeah?
Yeah, pretty obvious. You got some nice cars.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a rich kid versus a townies kind of thing.
That little scooter.
He ain't gonna make the jump.
No, Greg, no! Not the car!
It's too high.
Oh,
Made it though, but
yeah.
smashed the front of his car, huh?
Not the best choice. Whoa. You made the jump. Don't jump out now.
No. Too late.
A little creepy.
Pretty handy having that lattice work there.
It's handy for creepers like him.
Yeah. working late.
Yeah, right?
Walk-in closet, no?
Well, it could be. He walked in.
Yes, he did. Must be a big closet. He's hiding in there somewhere.
Right? Wow.
He did a pretty good job of hiding, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like a big room, big house, but
that's true. And I mean, he probably wasn't in the closet. They do a thing in slasher movies where, like, the camera misdirects you, makes you think someone's somewhere.
right.
But he's definitely in the room.
He made it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the really funny thing about static electricity is that it can be discharged.
Ooh.
Got magic powers. Guys think they're in Ben-Hur or something.
Ooh. Motorbikes don't work well in the water.
I was carrying this next to my heart.
Oh,
That was him, eh?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
They all kind of look the same is the
Yeah.
problem.
That's my problem, yeah.
Yeah. Like the same shape of nose and like blonde, bright colored hair and,
Yeah.
you know, and the, yeah. Yeah.
Cool way to do it.
It's one of the most famous kills in the movie.
Yeah.
The one everybody remembers.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one on the poster. I don't know if you saw it. There's one from the poster or the video box that's also very famous. Outside of horror movies, when do people ever scare each other? Like,
Yeah. Back in the window again.
well, not that one guy, because his face is gone. He was the motorcycle guy who got killed.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess it's
That's
just
her.
yeah. Windows are just the way to go.
Ooh. Not very graceful. I was wondering a little bit about him.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, just because it's a glass eye doesn't mean it's not potentially a real head.
That's right. That's right.
But, I mean, it's too early for the killer to be revealed.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, it's you.
You all know the murderer, don't they?
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. We've been together for such a long time. All of a sudden, we're at each other's throats.
And a little more weight, eh?
Yeah.
Quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Make sure you tighten it.
Guess what?
I can see where this is going.
Guess what? That'll do it.
Yep. I mean, he could have just dropped it over his head, but...
No, that wouldn't be much fun, I guess.
No, no.
You always get rid of the body, too, eh?
Yeah. What a nail biter.
Yeah, just before the whistle.
Yep.
Winning team. Oh,
Yeah. That's the girl he likes kissing him.
he's a jock.
does he see? Okay.
That's about.
Buried something there.
Flower, what, pink purple flower or something?
Or like a scarf? One of the
Maybe.
school scarves?
Yeah.
I don't know, everybody's doing super suspicious stuff in this
Yes,
movie.
they are.
We shall live forever in the ranks of the undead.
You stop that right now. I'm not going to understand.
A nice creek.
Virginia, I've got a knife.
Is he flirting? Like, this is horrible. If he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Jesus.
His head open.
I think that's her.
Oh, right.
Because she had whatever the accident was.
Right.
And brain damage and blah, blah, blah. Oh.
Nope.
Stay asleep.
Shouldn't be waking up then, I don't think.
No. Gonna have a bad time.
Yes. Kind of a different Western for him, isn't it?
Yes, it's true.
Sir, you'd better come outside.
Hey, everybody! I think they found something outside!
Oh,
Of course.
yeah. Okay, so it was a scarf.
There he is.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, do you mind if I take a look at that? Go right ahead.
I'm just a random guy.
Yeah.
Just wandered up. Hey, can I take a look?
Property of Crawford Academy Science Department.
Yes.
Yep.
Virginia?
All their friends are jerks. What a bunch of jerks.
Yep. Just going easy.
They hadn't burned all the records yet.
No.
Anne? What time are you coming over tomorrow?
The cast is getting so thinned out, they have to dance with people who aren't even characters in the movie.
That's right.
Delicious.
We'll have some more.
That's the one from the poster.
Yes.
Shish kebab to the mouth.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep. Nobody sees them? That's not the way it landed. I assume the boat hit her or something? Like there was blood in the water,
That's
right?
what I saw too. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, she had that head injury. I assume that was something and not just, I don't know.
All right, look at this.
Look!
Okay.
Where to look, eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, just the idea that there's nobody there, like there's a chance.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty sure.
We'll show them. If they won't come to our party, we'll go to theirs.
Yeah.
lot of blood.
Is that Dad now?
Must be, right?
Yep, presents and everything. A
Oh.
little late for the dinner, but
Yeah, he's not the best dad around.
Where's my birthday girl?
made it on the day anyhow.
Yeah. I guess he wants the gifts to be a surprise.
Yeah, right.
The surprise is that he's there.
Well, that's right. That's the mom, isn't it?
No, it's one of her friends.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say earlier, there's still a couple of her friends who are alive.
That's right.
The dark-haired guy, I think, and her.
Still set up for the birthday, eh?
Looks like it, yeah. A year, 2 years, I don't know how long it's been.
That's the cobwebs were there. I guess they never used that room.
Well, it's the cabin, right? So I guess they never went back.
Oh, right.
There's the mother. The mother from the grave.
Dear Ginny.
There's the friends.
Mm-hmm.
They made it.
They did. He didn't make the party either.
No. Birthday cake knife in it, eh? Well,
Yeah. Sacrifice that cake and a knife like that.
Ruined the cake, though.
Yeah.
No dessert. Just birthday.
For anybody.
Yep. Well, that's her.
Yep.
Oh.
Had to be some kind of twist, right?
Yeah.
Because they revealed her face as the killer like, I don't know, half an hour ago.
Done it all for you, sister dear.
Sister.
Since I ruined your last
Mhm.
party, I've made certain nothing's
Oh. It's not a twin sister.
No.
It's the friend from the water.
surprised.
You never should have been born!
There you go.
Now, who's that?
That's the cop. I don't know how he just randomly
Yeah,
showed
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Popped up in the background all of a sudden.
Yeah, okay, right.
Maybe the dad called him. So, that was Happy Birthday to Me.
Well, mine better be better than that, I'll tell you.
Well, happy birthday to you, actually.
Well, yeah, well.
You know what's funny? I don't know the dates for sure when this will come out, but it might come out on your birthday, so that would be
well,
just so
that'd be-
perfect,
well,
right? With this one, it was a little bit different than a lot of the ones we've done because what I've tried to show you in the past have been, you know, like I say, great movies or, you know, ones I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
And this is one that
Have you seen before?
I have,
Okay.
but I've only seen it once.
Right.
And I saw it many years ago. I'm sure, I mean, it came out 41 years ago. I'm sure I didn't see it 40 years ago, but I'm sure I saw it like over 30 years ago.
Wow.
I definitely saw it in the 80s, and I haven't seen it since.
Wow.
And
You were underage.
Somehow my parents let me watch movies that I was underage for. I don't know. That's so weird.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Well, I know you had some reservations about it, but you let me watch a few that you know what?
Did I know, though?
Well, yes, you knew, and I rented horror movies, and you know what? I appreciate it. You know, you gotta kind of
Let you grow.
That's it, right? And you gotta people have
And look
different
what you
interests.
turned into, a monster movie man.
You know, but a monster movie fan.
Well, okay.
I guess I always was. I was a monster movie fan who grew into a monster movie man.
Okay. That's right.
But yeah, with this one, like I said, it was one that I hadn't seen in a long time,
Right.
and it wasn't a movie that I considered great. I kind of just played it because I thought it was kind of funny. So,
Yeah.
like just the whole birthday thing, right?
True.
Before we get to the whole movie thing, though, let's. I love it when I hear a story from you. So, do you want to tell a story about your birthday? Any of your birthdays?
Probably can't think of anything.
No dead bodies from the table.
No, there was never that.
Favorite gift you ever had? Best birthday gift?
Birthday gifts?
Yeah.
I always got birthday gifts, but
Well, what was your favorite?
I don't remember any memorable ones.
Did you get a bike?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You know, I'm kind of.
I can't remember anything. No, we didn't.
Did you have a particular party that you really enjoyed?
Not as a kid.
What did you usually do for your birthdays when you were a kid?
Probably just had. Never had anybody over.
No, really.
No, I don't think so. No, we might have had a birthday. I don't know, birthday cake maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
Nothing. Not a big deal.
Okay.
It wasn't an event in our family for some reason.
That's interesting. Huh. Did you go to birthday parties? Did other families have
Sometimes.
birthdays? Yeah. Okay.
Only when I was probably in elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah. The kids would, yeah.
But not older and not younger?
No.
So not like in junior high you wouldn't, no?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, we were, I don't know. Even when I was adult, I remember having birthday parties.
Yeah, we didn't have too many for you guys. I mean, we certainly didn't. Interesting.
Just another day older.
I always had like a birthday party, and I'd usually have a bunch of people over, like at least when I was a little bit older, and I'd have people stay over and we'd watch horror movies, actually. Actually, here's a funny story.
What a horrible idea that is.
I know. Here's a funny story that I'll tell you. You're involved in this one, so we might as well, I'll tell it to you and you'll
your birthday and I was there?
Well, so I always rented horror movies and had people sleep over.
Right.
And I was a fan of Fangoria magazine, and they had a list of the best horror movies of each decade. And one of the ones was a movie called Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Okay.
You don't have to know the name, but you'll probably remember part of the story when we get there. And I wanted to see that one. And at the time, I could only do what I could do, which was call every video store in town looking for the one that had this movie.
Okay.
And one video store had it, but they had it in their adult section. Now, it's a grim horror movie that's the story of it's a fictionalized version of a real serial killer, Henry Lee Lucas.
Right.
But it's not an adult movie. It's not. There's nothing in it beyond like some gore.
Well, that may be part of the
and
reason.
That's why you were willing to rent it to me. I had to really sell that movie though, because you had to go to a store. I think they put it aside for you, so you didn't actually have to go in the adult room, but you had to go to a store and rent a movie from the adult section for your 13, 15, 14-year-old son. So thanks, Dad. You made my birthday.
I am to blame for all this.
No. I was well
there
corrupted.
must be some good things I did.
Oh, there's plenty. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the movie. So let's start with the positives. What were some of the things that you enjoyed about it?
Only probably one thing.
Okay.
Well, maybe a
yeah,
couple
okay,
things.
but yeah, let's start with that.
I really related to the first beer parlor scene with the guys with the lodge guys, and typical pranksters and kids partying, and these other old guys singing 99 or 100 bottles of beer in the wall.
Yeah.
We used to do that once in a while too.
Yeah.
Most of the bus trip drive everybody crazy. But that was a cool scene.
Okay. And what part? Okay, so you related to it. Did you relate to both sides? Because you were in the lodge.
Both sides.
So you related to being the prankster kids, but also being.
But that was more of the image as what a lodge is.
Yeah.
But that's not what they are.
Yeah.
You think these guys are just drinking and all that.
Yeah.
And that's probably some of the lodges do that. But,
well, I mean,
I could relate to that. The young guys, they were cool.
Yeah.
The mouse and the drink. That's cool.
At least the mouse survived, right? That was kind of important. I didn't want the mouse
too.
to drown in this bottle of beer. That would be in this glass of beer.
That gory.
Yeah, that's nobody wants a mouse.
George,
animals. George, yeah.
My first name.
It's funny because like some of the things that stuck with me were not as significant now. So I remember it being much gorier. Like the motorbike thing, right? The where his face gets pulled into the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I guess my brain filled it in, or maybe this version's cut, but I don't think so. I remember like a lot more to that. Like
from your description earlier on, that's what you said.
Yeah, like
And I didn't
remember-
see
thought
much
they
of
were-
that myself.
No.
I didn't see this as a gory movie.
No, it's not. It's
dumb
not.
movie, maybe.
It's a bit dumb, yeah. One thing that was kind of weird, like I have bad hearing, right? So music in movies doesn't really register with me very much unless it's really, really good.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was really, really bland. It was like TV movie kind of music. It was like
I don't remember hearing music.
Yeah, well, that's
except
fair.
the creaking of the the door into the cellar or up to the steeple or whatever it was. Yeah,
it was just like the most generic music I've ever heard. Like if you programmed an AI to do horror movie music, that's what it would come out with. And like the scene at the fireplace where they're doing the shish kebabs had that like Kenny G kind of playing the saxophone kind of. It was just.
Nothing outstanding. Nothing caught my attention.
Outstandingly bland for me. Very generic. I was kind of surprised. I'm surprised I noticed, but I was surprised it was so.
Well, I didn't notice because I didn't
Well,
hear anything that was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, I don't like dark movies.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of dark things, sceneries, and
yeah.
And
you didn't miss much. Don't worry.
I know. It was pretty sad.
It was. Yeah.
I mean, there was a brief section in there where I like the story.
Yeah.
And that didn't last long.
No.
Because and then it just kind of. I thought it jumped around, patched movie all over the bloody place.
The flashbacks weren't helping.
Well, it moved in, and they one scene would end. Okay, what's going to happen? And boom, and then it's all of a sudden nothing else. Something different, totally different.
Yeah. Well, I think it was. I think because there was no discovery of the bodies, which would have made like a natural progression from one scene, but they were taking them away and hiding them and stuff. I think.
But even before that, they were still disjointed in my mind.
Yeah.
Between her being on the
the
table there and getting her out, then jumping to something else.
Yeah. One of the things that bothered me was it was longer than it needed to be. Like it wasn't. Like, I can watch a movie that's an hour and 51 minutes long, which I guess this one was. I have no issues with that. I can watch a 3-hour movie. But it didn't feel like it needed to be that long. It was dragging it out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I watched my watch a few times, and it did seem to be,
I don't know what's going on. I think I said it was an hour and a half. I was dead wrong, though.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here's a really good example of something that took way too long. Okay, so the movie starts, we've got the killing, we don't see the killer's face, right?
That's right.
So we know there's going to be a mystery.
Yeah.
Then the guy sneaks into her room, and that scene took forever, and we knew he wasn't the killer because they'd already hidden the killer's face.
Yeah, that's right.
So nothing was going to come of this scene, and instead it's like, her wandering around the room, him potentially being in all these places with no chance of a payoff.
No action.
Yeah. And I mean, that was I think 10 minutes, and it was so pointless.
Yeah, there's a few scenes like that. And there was, and at times the quality of the scene was pretty amateurish.
I thought there was some quality. I agree that there was some stuff where it wasn't very good, and you were right about the lighting, but I thought, and music played into that for me, right? That was, I said, TV movie. I thought there was some interesting shots. I think they did what is called a split focus, where it's they use a special lens so they can have something close to the camera in focus and something in the background in focus. And they did that a couple of times. And I mean, it's kind of a showy effect. And if you're a movie guy like myself, you might notice it. But what it gives you is it gives you a chance to focus on two things, which is, otherwise the thing in the background would be out of focus. And the one shot where I thought that was particularly effective was where she was on the phone talking to her dad at the end at the cabin, or in the middle, towards the end, where she's in the flashback, she's talking to her dad on the phone, and her mom's in the background reacting.
Right.
Which was important because we were leading up to the point where the mother lost it and ended up, dying, killing them, whatever.
Right.
So I thought that was good.
I wish I could remember the couple of scenes where I thought they were really Bush League.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily just the people, but some of the props and some of the stuff they had. I thought, what the heck?
Yeah, and
I understand that they were looking at the 80s and the disco thing. That was okay. But there's some scenes there that I thought were just Bush League. Yeah. Amateurish, or not high, low quality, or whatever you want to call it. But that, like I said, It's not one I pay to go and see.
No, luckily. we
And I don't know
didn't.
if anybody can get me to go and pay me to go either. So.
Not for a second time, anyway.
No, now that I've
No.
seen it. And so don't try another one like that. eh?
No, no.
Or don't try to show me that one.
That
again.
one I won't. No. The funny thing about the director is someone who's done a lot of other movies, so I don't think the Bush League stuff necessarily can be blamed on him.
Might be a straight budget.
It could be, especially like that disco scene.
Yeah.
My thing that I came away with on the disco scene that was kind of funny, and I think I know I mentioned it, was they thinned their cast out so much that they had to have the people dancing with what were essentially extras, like these random people who show up and we don't know who they are, as just for the woman to have someone to dance with in that scene.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And one of them even had a line. Like, and actually, okay, so they had all of these characters, like that was part of the reason it was so long. All these characters who ended up getting killed.
Yeah.
But they didn't all die, right? Like there was the girl with the blonde crimped hair, the one who was floating in the water at one point.
Yeah.
I don't think she died. I don't think like
there was one guy and two girls, I think.
Yeah, the dark curly haired guy.
Yeah.
And the girl you're thinking who survived is actually the one who was the real killer, I think, at the end.
Okay.
The one who was her best friend, who was masked up like her.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
it
it didn't work for me anyhow.
No. It's the type of mystery that is not really a mystery because you can't solve it, right?
No,
like it's not like a real mystery where it's like, you know, the clues are there and you can follow them to the end. So it's just a mystery box, like a thing that's put there in front of you. Who's the killer? We're never going to tell you until the end. There's no way to look inside the box. And so it kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of like a fake mystery, which bothered me a bit. Like it was just so pointless that way.
I wasn't even sure it was a mystery. I guess it was.
Well, it wasn't a mystery at all.
Yeah,
and
well,
in fact,
I think they were it's not a whodunit.
No, not at all, right? Like you can't solve it, so it's not a whodunit.
Well, I solved it.
Did you know? You're like, rubber mask, looks like her, really her sister. Yeah, I definitely had a better memory of it. I gotta look up.
You were only a kid then.
Now that my brain's a little bigger, I realize it's not so good. I thought some of the
This might hit the top of the list of one I don't like.
It's your it's your birthday gift.
I know.
Like, what do you want?
I know. This is my present.
Oh, I didn't even wrap it.
I might have to have a drink after this to calm myself down.
I agree.
Anyhow.
It was you know what? So let's give it our vote. I think we're both going the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm sure some people want to, defend this film, and that's fine. Let us know.
I'm sorry.
It's funny because you know what? Actually, going back to gore really quickly before we end this thing, the shish kebab thing. You know what? I gotta look at it. That poster is not. That's not the shot from the movie. See, that's not the shot from the movie. You see that poster?
Yeah.
That's 100% not the shot from the movie. Like, and I guess that's fine. It's not even the same character. In fact, looking at that looks like the. It doesn't look like any of them because the nose is wrong.
Yeah.
They all have the same nose.
Yeah.
The haircut, but the other guy who actually got speared was the blonde guy.
Oh, yes, it was.
If it was a dark-haired guy, I'd say yes.
Well,
so,
I guess this is better picture, right?
It
That's
is.
why they put it on the poster.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a publicity shot that they took separate.
Brilliant picture.
There we go. You know what? The movie wasn't good, but the poster
was brilliant.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us how wrong we are, and we'll disagree with you on that. Thanks for watching. Bye.